as they used to say back in the day. Glad you're along for the ride tonight. We got the pregame show coming up next. Coach Brian Bess is mic'd up and ready to go. Come back and join us for tonight's preview. Raiders versus John A. Logan. Coming up next, this is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is
The
all about
Grassams
community. Have a good, healthy month. For 3 generations.
It's the first non-Grassam. I'll take a shot at him. So.
They are always
If it
welcome.
happens, fine. If it don't.
Just call 573-785-0111. You come to the
I get that way more than you think.
Yeah.
advanced dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 Canal Boulevard, TP Highway in Poplar Bluff. Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
We're joined courtside with Coach Brian Bess, and we'll just cut right to the chase. John A. Logan Volunteers, a tremendous program of Carterville, Illinois. One of the most exciting games I've witnessed in my life. November 13th, Raiders win 112-109 in overtime. On the day, Jay Scrubb signed with Louisville. We knock them out of the top 25. You think they're ready to play tonight? Think they got any motivation to come over and play the Raiders?
You did say we held him to 38. Yeah.
He's a player.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
How do you prepare for this team?
Well, the craziest thing about this team that is strange that you will even be able to identify is because they are all left-handed.
Oh, wow. Viva the Southpaw.
How about that one? Their point guard's not, and everybody else, their top 5 of their next 6 are all left-handed.
That is kind of that does look, you don't see that on the basketball court. Usually there's 1, not 4.
My daughter being left-handed, I notice it more,
Yep.
but I'm just telling you
Yep.
that that's a lot of lefties.
I bat left-handed. My daughter's a left-handed slap hitter, so I throw right, bat left. So I always try to notice the southpaw as well. Does that do you remind your players before the game? Remember, this guy's gonna go left.
Well, when we played them over there, Jay Scrubb pretty much told everybody in the gym I'm going left, and he still went left. So I don't know what we're going to do to him. Just telling you, when you see him going left, just know that we didn't want him to. The defenders were told to make him go right.
Knowing he's going left and stopping him from going left are two different levels of accountability.
When you're
there.
Louisville good, you're pretty good.
Yeah, those Cardinals,
they were number 1 at one time, so they're pretty talented.
They got rid of Rick Pitino, and they're still number 1. That shows you what kind of factory that place is. So good for Jay Scrubb. And in all seriousness, I was talking with a couple of folks here and the John A. Logan guys and some folks that up just chit-chatting about the game. He is a player. He is
he's legit.
Yeah, he's legit. He's fun to watch.
I think the West Plains guy's legit. I thought the Indian Hills guy who's going to Kansas is legit.
Yeah.
We've faced some guys, and we've been able to compete most of the time, and I've liked – that's the thing about our guys. I don't think they're scared of anything. We've seen about everything. And
as tough as this schedule is, it's just about every game.
Isn't it?
There's some big obstacle every game.
Yeah.
Last game, you guys come out and beat a nice little team from Harrison, Arkansas, the North Ark team. And I was talking to Coach Gene Bess in the post-game show, and we talked a little bit about tonight being a back to motivation. Classes ended Friday. Some of these guys I know are probably taking off to go home pretty quick for Christmas break.
Yeah. Really hard.
A lot of the student body has went home for Christmas break. How do you make sure this isn't a trap game?
Oh, it's definitely a trap game. How we can overcome it, that's what we're worried about. But we've had good practices, so hopefully that the other thing was I was going to say about the North Ark game, we really wanted to keep Ian Moore from shooting wide open threes, and he goes 5 for 8.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the scouting report is thrown out the window, and sometimes they make shots anyway. Sometimes we just don't do what we're supposed to do. They're 18 to 22-year-old guys.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they just But we've got a pretty good feel for this team, and they are capable of beating us really bad if we don't show up.
Yeah,
they can blow us out.
They've got a talent level, and they seem to be. And I'm the radio guy, but they seem to be well coached.
And so. Number 0 is a transfer from Wyoming. Number 10 is a transfer here from Murray State. You know, they just got some guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not a deal where and their point guard's a JUCO transfer. So it's not a deal where we can just show up and say, we're here, we're the Raiders.
Yeah, we win.
We got to bring it.
Got to earn it. No nights off. I remember Jalen Johnson, number 10. He had a nice game when we played in Carterville, Illinois. I know you got to get back to the bench. Great first semester. Raiders right now 10-5. We'll see you after the break when we head to Mineral Area and
that's fun, isn't it?
Let the games begin. then it gets tough.
Yeah.
This is Coach Brian Best. Coach Best, thank you for your time on the pregame show. Coach Brian Best breaking it down for us in the pregame show. Tough challenge tonight as the Raiders take on the Volunteers of John A. Logan College, Carterville, Illinois. They come into this ballgame with a record of 8-4. They were ranked in the top 25 until they played the Raiders on November 13. Raiders came to play, and just a tremendous ball game. Raiders were leading. John A. Logan hits a buzzer beater, go to overtime, and the Raiders escaped with a 3-point victory in overtime on the day that Jay Scrubb, the uniform number 1 star player for John A. Logan, averages 22.6 points per contest, hit 38 points in the game. It was a big game for him. He was going to Louisville, and the Raiders still come away with a victory, a real gut check kind of victory. So it was a great night. So that's what you got to look forward to tonight, folks. If you're out and about in Poplar Bluff, it's I'm retired. What do you even know what night of the week it is? Is tonight Tuesday maybe? Yeah, it's a Tuesday night. And when you're retired, all the days, every day's Saturday. But it's a Tuesday. If you're out and about, nothing going on tonight, nothing on TV, hey, come out and watch the ball game. This is going to be a dandy from the Libla Sports Complex. And if you can't make it, leave the radio right here. Reach your hand to the knob, turn it way up loud, put your hand on the other knob, and tear it off because you want to leave it right here all night long on 97.5 The Storm. We're going to take a break here in the pregame show. We'll come back and break it down. I'll give you a preview of the Raiders and a preview of the Volunteers, and we'll get you ready for tonight's basketball action. So stick around. We're about 7 minutes away from tipping this one off at Uptown Poplar Bluff, and you are listening to Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Got your radio on, singing along and a fender bender. Your car is your baby. So if you're in an accident, tell your insurance company that you want your car to go to CarStar. For nearly 24 years, they put customer satisfaction first in all they do. They'll get you back on the road safely, quickly, and with minimal hassle. And all work is guaranteed.
Bailey's CarStar, Auto Body and Glass, Business Highway 67 South in Poplar Bluff.
A fender bender.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak, seasoned with special spices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton's. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade cheese rolls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Folks still filing in the Libla Sports Complex. We're about 6 minutes away from tipping this one off. The John A. Logan Volunteers come to town tonight. As mentioned earlier, they're from Carterville, Illinois. Now, here's our tonight's trivia question. Who was John A. Logan? We'll give you a few minutes to think about that. They are out of region number 24, and they're coached by Kyle Smith-Peters. 7th season at the helm of the Volunteers, 27-5 record last season. In 5 years, a record of 165-55. Absolutely a star on the horizon in the coaching ranks, Coach Kyle Smith-Peters. 6 straight 20-win seasons at John A. Logan. He's a former SIU Saluki basketball player, was a former assistant coach at Missouri State, and his dad is a Hall of Fame coach from Harrisburg High School. And if you're familiar with the geography there in southern Illinois, Carterville, Carbondale, Harrisburg, all kind of in the same general area. So there's family's kind of a big deal in the coaching and basketball ranks. And he was off at playing for SIU, goes to Missouri State as assistant coach, basically comes back home and absolutely turns this program around. They are a vital program, and last year had a great season, again, for the Raiders to sneak in there and to beat them on their home court. Quite a feather in the Raider cap, if you will. Right now, this team is 8-4. They have won 4 games in a row. Their last game was on December 11th. They won that contest 91-54 over Southeastern Illinois. Names to remember tonight. Number 1, Jay Scrubb. You're going to hear that name mentioned time after time after time. He is a guard. Wears uniform number 1. He is headed to the Louisville Cardinals. He is the real deal. Left-hander, probably 6'5", 6'6", a smooth player on the court. He is a real talent. Jay Scrubb, remember that name. Number 5, Eric Boone. He's going to average about 13.8 points a game, as does number 23, Sidney Curry. And the transfer from Murray State, number 10, Jalen Johnson, averaging 10.2 points per contest for the Volunteers. This team averages 85.2 points per contest, and they are giving up 73 points per game. And like I said, November 13 was the barn burner in Carterville. Raiders won that one 112-109 in overtime over John A. Logan. Scrubb with 38 points and Eric Boone with 21 points in that ball game. Now you're asking yourself, who is John A. Logan? He was a Civil War general who was a congressman and later a senator. So he was a big deal over in Southern Illinois back in the day. And they have several community colleges, junior colleges in Southern Illinois. And this one's named after their hometown hero, John A. Logan. You hear the public address announcer, our good friend Ken Hostler, saying, here come the Raiders as they take the floor right now. And you can hear some of the crowd in the background. Now, student bodies went home. Lots of folks that live out of town have went home for Christmas break. So the crowd you're hearing is the Raider faithful here tonight. It's good to see them coming out to support the basketball team on this cool, what a dreary, yucky day. Got out in the cold, nasty weather to come root on this basketball team. So they're going to have a good time tonight here inside the Lively Sports Complex. Let's switch gears now and talk about your Three Rivers Raiders. The Raiders enter this game with a record of 10-5 on the season. They've won 3 games in a row, and they're at 6-1 at home this year. So the Lively Sports Complex has been good to them this season. On this season, the Raiders are averaging 82.9 points per contest and giving up 77.3 points a game. So they've had close games, and we joke, no nights off. They have beefed up the schedule this year. Junior college basketball on the ladies' side and the men's side both, they're accepting at-large bids now for the national tournament. So it behooves everybody to ramp up their non-conference schedule, if you will. So folks are playing good teams like this 2 times a year instead of 1, and everybody seems to be playing a really tough schedule right now. Coach Gene Best said, hey, we're 15 games into this thing. We're 10-5. We could have easily been 3-12. When we scheduled this, we knew it was going to be a murderer's row, but we're trying to build our record and build this team and have these signature wins in case you don't win out to get the automatic bid. You can kind of swing around the back door and get an at-large bid. And big wins like against John A. Logan, against Swick, Southwestern Illinois College the other night. That was a big win. Playing your Region 16 foes 3 times instead of 2. So they have beefed up the schedule for sure. Once again, the Raiders defeated North Ark 102-85 last Thursday, November 12th. Exciting game here at the Lively Sports Complex. Raiders had 5 players in double figures, led by Talon Fonda with 19 points. Kenyon Hodges and Bram Harris had 17 points. Lydell Jeffrard had 13 points, and Deontay Raines had 10 points. Coach Gene Best, 1,291 wins in his college career, and before that he won a ton of high school games. So we need to ask him sometime exactly how many wins he had at the high school level. The assistant coaches, of course, are Brian Best and Brian Shear. Looks like here at the Lively Sports Complex, we're getting ready to do the national anthem. We'll take a break right now, and we'll come back and finish out the pregame show. Tip-off is coming up. The Volunteers of John A. Logan versus the Raiders. Stay close, if you will. You're going to hear a good ball game tonight. It's this Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Whether our customers are opening a new account or applying for a loan, we continue to provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. I am Tiffany Gossett from Sterling Bank, and on behalf of the employees, directors, and shareholders, we want to thank you, the community, for helping us build a great community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Sub of the Day radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
How about from a meteorologist?
Then here's your forecast.
Well, Biff, Tuesday's $3.99 6-cent sub of the day forecast calls for turkey breast all day, changing overnight to Subway Club on Wednesday, and our long-range outlook shows steak and cheese moving in on Sunday. That's our sub of the day report. Subway, make it what you want.
Limited time only at participating locations. Prices and subs included may vary. Additional charge for extras. Applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the community have a good, healthy smile. For 3 generations, the Blys have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. Just call 573-785-0111. When you come to the Dental Arts Group, you'll find the most advanced dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 L Boulevard, TP Highway.
It's time for exciting TRC basketball action on the Storm 97.5. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Popper Buff Regional Medical Center, Colton Steakhouse, Key Drugs, Bailey's Car Star Auto Lot, Baldwin Automotive Group, Sterling Bank and Insurance, Subway, Dental Arts, and Steak and Shake. And all the play-by-play action. Here's the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
We're back at the ballpark, folks. Libla Sports Complex is a place to be tonight for college basketball action. This is the final game of the first semester for the men's team. We'll get a chance to come back and see you guys. The Lady Raiders will be playing a couple of games over the break at December 28 and December 29. December 28th, we'll be playing Wallace State Community College. December 29, we'll be playing Lewis and Clark Community College. That'll be a tournament down in Memphis at the Shelby State campus down that direction. But for now, last game of the semester, Raiders versus the John A. Logan Volunteers. We were talking about the Raiders there in the pregame show. For the season, the Raiders' top scorers, Talon Fonda with 13.3 points per contest. Bram Harris is averaging 10.2 points per game. Lydell Jeffrard, 10.1 points per game. And Hayden Sprinkle is pitching in 9.2 points per contest. Most of those points are deep three-pointers. Next game for the Raiders after tonight, after Christmas, after the break. Hey, how about this one, your first game back? You're going to go to Mineral Area and take on the Cardinals. The Lady Raiders will play at 5. The men will play at 7. That's on January 4th, 2020, right now. Circle it on your calendar. Saturday night, January 4th, we're going to Park Hills and take on the MAC Lady Raiders at 5 p.m. The Lady Raiders have lost to a game this year to MAC, so they got a little revenge on their mind. For the men's team who beat MAC 3 or 4 times last season, MAC didn't get mad. They just reloaded. Mineral Area right now, 15-0 in the season, ranked 7th in the nation, and we play them first game back after Christmas break, so get ready for a barn burner in Park Hills, Missouri. Right now, they're playing the Raiders video before they introduce the starting lineup. We'll give you the starters right now. First off, for John A. Logan tonight, names to remember. Number 0, Trace Young from Owensboro, Kentucky. He is a 6'7" sophomore. Number 4, Mark Lancaster, 6'2" out of Atlanta, Georgia. Jay Scrubb, 6'6" sophomore in Louisville. Jalen Johnson, number 10. He's the transfer from Murray State. And finally, Sidney Curry, number 23, 6'8" freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And now they're introducing the Raiders right now. We'll give you the starting lineups for Three Rivers. And this has been the lineup they've used most of the season. Number 1, Hayden Sprinkle. Sprinkle from North County High School. He's a 6'2" sophomore. Number 5, Dominic Hardiman, 6'2" freshman out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Number 10, Kenyon Hodges, 6'2" out of Cape Girardeau. I think Ken and I are reading off the same page there. I'll just listen to Ken Hostler. It's Ken, Maumelle, Arkansas, Bram Harris. I'm cracking myself up for no apparent reason. And finally, 6'8" freshman out of New York City, Lydell Jeffrard. So unintentionally, the public address announcer, Ken and I, are right on the same page. Hayden Sprinkle, Dominic Hardiman, Kenyon Hodges, Bram Harris, Lydell Jeffrard. I am ready to get this game going. Olivia, are you ready to get this game going? Yeah, okay. Olivia Douglas doing the video for us tonight here at the media table. She's a product of Twin Rivers High School, and she does a great job on the video. If you happen to be watching the webcasting, Olivia Douglas is your cameraman tonight. So let's get this ball game rolling. Raiders wearing their white uniforms tonight. John A. Logan in black, trimmed in navy blue maybe. If you're looking at your radio tonight for some strange reason, the Raiders going right to left. Logan going left to right. Rocky Raider is dancing profusely. Let's get this ball going. Tip it, and let's play ball. The tip is up. It's controlled by John A. Logan. Finally, we're here to play some basketball. In the paint to number 23, Curry. Ball's knocked loose. We're going to have a jump ball situation already. 11 seconds into the ball game. Possession arrow points toward the Raiders. Bram Harris reached in and grabbed that ball. Give the ball back to the Raiders. Inbounds to Kenyon Hodges, Cape Central High School. Boy, he's been a difference maker this year for the Raiders at the point guard position. He's a lefty, wears uniform number 10. And they're going to see southpaws galore tonight. As that southpaw number 10, Hodges takes to the basket and scores with the left hand, right on cue. Coach Brian Best noted about 4 of the starters for Logan, also lefties tonight. That kind of goes against the number averages there, but that's showbiz. Here's an errant pass by the Logan, picked up by Don McCarvin for the Raiders. Takes it strong to the basket and scores it. Bada bing, 4-zip. Raiders with the lead. Hardiman scooped it up and took it strong to the basket. Didn't need any help with that one. Laid it off the glass with the right hand. Gives the Raiders a quick 4-zip lead. Eric Boone with the basketball. It's tipped away. Picked up by number 4, Lancaster. Here's the long three-pointer, and it's off the mark by number 10, Jalen Johnson. Hodges rebounds for Johnny Logan. Hardiman out the top of the key, thinks about it, changes his mind. Swing it around to Hayden Sprinkle on the wing. Now Hardiman at the baseline. Dribbles with the left hand. Ball's knocked away, but he picks it up. 9 on the shot clock for the Raiders with Sprinkle with the ball. We're at 7. Hodges back to Jeff Farrar. He's going to shoot a 3 and drains it with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. The 6'8 guy just stepped out, had the old gimme the ball look, and he throws it right in the middle of the basket. 7-zip, Raiders lead. Check that, make it 7-3 as number 0, Trace Young, hits the big three-pointer to put the Volunteers on the board with their first points of the game. About 2 minutes into this one, Raiders lead 7-3. Now, I'm a little bit perplexed. We had Scrub now as a starter, but he has been scratched, though he was in warm-ups. Kind of makes you wonder. We'll have to get the story on why Jay Scrub, the superstar player for the Volunteers, isn't in. Raiders with the basketball. Shot clock at 2. Harris shoots, misses. Long rebound out to Sprinkle. Raiders catch a break there as Bram shot the long jumper. The long rebound. The ball ends up finally in the hands of Jeff Farrar, who about the free throw line hits a jumper, makes it 9-3. 5 quick points by Lydell Jeff Farrar has put the Raiders up by 6. In the paint to number 23, and he'll turn and lay it in the basket. Number 23, Sidney Curry, cuts the lead to 4. Curry's first points of the game makes it 9-5. Raiders quickly go down the other end, and then ball's laid in the basket by Kenyon Harris. I looked down at my score sheet and glanced up. Boom. Hodges penetrates, scores. Coach Smith-Peters just called a quick timeout. Volunteers down 11-5. This is just a 30-second spot. We're going to keep it right here, this 30-second spot. Quickly, though, it's 11-5. And like I said, Hodges exploded to the basket, lays the ball off the glass and scores. So at the 16:51 mark, our score is 11-5. Now, we just seen Jay Scrub rip off his pregame warm-ups. Looks like he may be coming back into the game. So I'm a little bit perplexed. I would love to know the story on why uniform number 1, Jay Scrub, did not start tonight for the Volunteers. This guy is going to Louisville. He was ranked the number 1 junior college transfer prospect in the United States of America, and he is now in the ballgame wearing the multicolored Nike sneakers. Those are sharp. I know what you're thinking. Probably has an endorsement deal, but I didn't say that. He's going to Louisville. There's no history of scandal there. That's sarcasm, folks. Number 5 with the basketball, that is Eric Boone. I better get back to business. He dribbles with the right hand, shoots a runner. It's off the mark, but the rebound comes down to number 33, Jamison Sharp. Scrub misses the first shot of the night for him. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Johnny Logan. Give the ball back to the Raiders. So that's a good story. I'd like to get the scoop on that one. Raiders with the basketball. Across the timeline. Over to Sprinkle. Now to Hardiman on the wing. Into Hodges. Changes his mind as he cuts to the basket. Changes his mind. Dribbles out. They want to get the ball to Jeff Rard. He's got in the low post. Goes to the fadeaway hook shot off the back of the rim. No good. Hardiman gets a finger on the rebound, but it comes down to Jay Scrub. Scrub will lead the fast break the other direction. Passes it to Sharp. Oh, they're going to call the charging foul on Dominic Hardman. That way to draw the charge, Dom. Scrub went in that time, and he had passed up the shot, found the open man, but he collides into Dominic Hardman, who had position. Jay Scrub now has 1 foul in the game. First foul of the ball game goes against Johnny Logan. Good effort there by Dominic Hardman. Raiders with the basketball. Harris on the wing. Dribbles with the right hand. Fadeaway jump shot is off the mark. Hardman with the rebound sticks it back in the basket and scores. Weak side rebounding clinic being put on by Dominic Hardman. Grabbed it right off the glass. Give him 4 points in the ball game. Give the Raiders a 13-5 lead at the 15-19 mark. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. Justin Sidoris had checked into the ball game. Had the ball tipped away from him by Hayden Sprinkle. Inbounds to number 33, Sharp, 7'2" player. They swing it over to Trace Young, who quickly hits the three. Young with 6 points in the ball game for Johnny Logan. Cuts the lead to 5, 13-8. We're about 5 minutes into this ball game. Bringing it to you tonight from Poplar Bluff, Liba Sports Complex. Crowd still filing in for this one. They're going to see a good one tonight. Talon Fonda now in the game for the Raiders. Dominic Hardman goes to the basket. Ball gets away from him and goes out of bounds. Willie Lucas now will check in for Dominic Hardman. Former Poplar Bluff Mule checking in for former Poplar Bluff Mule. Willie Lucas wears uniform number 31, 6'6" sophomore. Referee checks in with Ken Hostler on the scorer's bench. Everything seems to be groovy now, so we'll inbounds. Eric Boone will bring the ball down for Logan. Hands off to Sidaris. Now back to Scrub. Talon Fonda's guarding Scrub. Scrub passes. It's picked off by Kenyon Hodges. He goes down for the layup, misses. They come right back the other direction. They're going to swing it around to Sidaris. Hodges had a sweet steal right then. He went down and Scrub come behind him to block it. He altered the shot just a little bit. It didn't fall for him. Volunteers come down. They miss. Raiders with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on number 12, Justin Sidoris. He's a 6'1" sophomore from Marion, Illinois. His foul is only the second foul of the entire ballgame. Jalen Johnson will check in for Sidaris. Deontay Raines is going to come into the ball game, as does Jay Hines for the Raiders. So for the Raiders right now, it's Raines, Lucas, Sprinkle, Talon Fonda, and Jay Hines. Raines at the point guard position. Raiders pass the ball. Fonda has it. Sprinkle's going to shoot the long three. It's a little bit too much off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Trace Young. Quick outlet pass. They get it down to Scrub at the baseline. Draws the double team. Here's Johnson with a baseline jump shot. Air ball. Scrub gets the rebound. Takes it up. Misses. Number 33, Sharp, 7'2". Looked like he was draped over the back of a Raider, but he gets it and sticks it right back in the basket. Johnny Logan gets a break on that call. Bucket makes it 13-10. Fonda misses a jump shot. Rebound by Trace Young. Volunteers have a chance to score. They do. Scrub with a two-pointer. Cuts the lead to 1. 13-12. Scrub has got a quick wind-up. He's giving him that ball. He don't have a lot. He's a real smooth, compact stroke on his shot. Doesn't need a lot of space, and he drilled that one. His first points of the ball game makes it 13-12. Here's Willie Lucas going to shoot the three. It's off the rim, but Jay Hines comes in with the rebound. Has his shot blocked by number 33, Sharp. Hines got the offensive board, did a nice spin move, laid a little baby hook up there, and it's swatted out of bounds by number 33, Jamarin Sharp, 7'2" freshman from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So the Raiders inbounds, 13 minutes left here in the first half. Lucas has the ball on the baseline, dribbles, swing it out to Jacob Shoemaker now, who's just checked in the ball game for Sprinkle. 2 on the shot clock. Got the shot up, they're going to say shot clock violation. Johnny Logan with an inspired defensive effort that time. Raiders do not get the shot off in time. Hand the ball back to Logan, who are down 13-12 to the Raiders. They cross the timeline with it. Scrub has the ball. Scrub has got Talon Fonda all over him right now defensively. So Young's going to take the shot. He's going to draw the foul instead. Trace Young, 6'7", sophomore, took the ball strong to the basket. He draws the foul. It's going to put Young at the line. Young with 6 points in the ballgame. He's the high score guy thus far. First free throw's off the mark. He gets ready to shoot another. Number 33, Austin Parker, checks in. He's a Cape Girardeau, Cape Central Tiger, sophomore at Three Rivers. Uniform number 33. That free throw is good, and we are tied. 13 apiece right now. 12:26 left before halftime. Johnny Logan's fought back in this one to tie it up at 13. They are a different team with Scrub is on the floor. That's the understatement of the night. Baseline jumper to Talon Fonda, and he draws the foul. Whoops. They're going to call a charging foul on Talon Fonda. When these two teams played over in Carterville, Illinois, memory serves, Fonda had a huge game when we played over that direction. 30-something points. He had a big night. It was him versus Scrub, and Fonda is so athletic. He's got to keep him out of foul trouble in this ball game. He's probably the best equipped to guard someone of Scrub's offensive prowess. Here's Scrub with the basketball now. Dribbles with the right hand. Stops, shoots. It's off the back of the rim. We got a whistle right there. Jay Hines called for the foul on that one. I didn't see that one in the paint there. 2 or 3 folks went up for the rebound. Hines whistled for the foul. For the Raiders now, 3 fouls this half, 2 for Johnny Logan. Volunteers to inbounds. Johnson has it now over to number 0, Trace Young. Hands off to Scrub, 15 on the shot clock. Scrub draws the double team. Boone with the basketball. They find number 10, wide open baseline jumper by Johnson. It's off the mark. And number 23 is going to get whistled for the foul. Sidney Curry, big 6'8" kid from Fort Wayne, Indiana. NFL physique. Looked like he should be playing tight end for the Raiders. Oakland Raiders, that is. Big kid. He pushed off that time. Coach Smith Peters not real happy with that call. He's working on the ref right down here in front of the scores table. Anyway, 3 fouls apiece now for both teams. Raiders with the basketball. We're tied at 13. 11 and a half left. Ball is picked away by Johnny Logan. They have a 3-on-1 fast break. They give it to Trace Young, who slams it home with the left hand, giving the Volunteers their first lead of the night, 15-13. If you had any wonder if Trace Young can dunk a ball, he can. He slammed that one down. Jeff Farr now to Parker. Baseline jump shot. Ball rattles around. Raiders have gone cold offensively. Rebound by the Volunteers. Back to Young. Ball is tipped. Saved by Deontay Raines. Lobs it down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker, no-look pass to Jeff Farrar, misses the mark and goes out of bounds. Had Jeff Farrar moving, the pass was a little bit behind him. Shoemaker, Raines, and Parker come out for the Raiders. Back in for the Raiders right now. Kenyon Hodges, Dominic Hardiman, Bram Harris. Hayden Sprinkle and Lydell Jeffrard. 15-13. Vols can extend their lead. Boone with the basketball. Scrub shoots from the wing, misses. Shot an air ball. Oh, right there. Tough break for the Raiders. On the air ball, Jeffrard, it bounced. Jeffrard grabbed it, hit the outlet, and they're headed down the other way. Late whistle from the official, and he said Jeffrard's foot hit the out-of-bounds line. Late whistle right there. So we will inbounds. Scrub has it now to Boone. Out to Johnson. Here's the shot. It's good. So our score is 18-13. Raiders are stuck on unlucky 13. Been there for a while. This offensive series, they could use a bucket. Hodges comes down with it to Hardiman. Hands it off to Harris. He's going to try the jump shot. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound by the Volunteers. Fast break. Ball ends up with number 11, Xavier Bell, who lays it off. Raiders tipped it into the hands of Bell. He laid it in the glass. Raiders down 7, 20-13, halfway through the first half. What happened? Raiders have gone cold offensively. Jeffrard's going to try a jumper, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Jay Scrub. Volunteers can stretch this to a 10-point game right here, but the ball goes off the hands of number 33, Sharp. Give the ball back to Three Rivers. Checking back in now for John A. Logan is number 4, Mark Lancaster. Inbounds to Hodges. Dribbles with the left hand, guarded by Lancaster. Hodges dribbling, trying to make something happen now for the Raiders, who could use a bucket. Bram Harris on the wing, guarded by Scrub, takes it strong to the basket. It's off the mark. Jeffrard gets the rebound. His shot is blocked. So with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Raiders down 20-13. Well, this game took a turn. Raiders need to get back in the flow offensively. I'm stating the obvious right there. Three Rivers inbounds to Sprinkle. Here's a long three. Well, that'll help. Hayden Sprinkle from downtown Poplar Bluff with 2 on the shot clock. Hits the big three. Scores 20-16. Wow, did they need that one? And John A. Logan quickly answers. Number 4, Mark Lancaster with the 3. Lancaster from Atlanta, Georgia, makes it 23-16. Jeffrard post up, takes it with the hook shot, gets the foul. He's being guarded by a 7'2" kid with long arms. Maybe talking about some wingspan. Sharp got a finger on the ball, blocked the shot, but he fouls Jeffrard. For Sharp, that's 2 fouls. First foul in the game for him. Jeffrard shoots the free throw, makes it. Makes the score 23-17. Give Jeffrard 6 points here in the first half. Lydell Jeffrard to the line to shoot another. That one's good. Makes the score 23-18. John A. Logan with the basketball. Now this time they kind of change the pace to slow it down a little bit. Now they swing it around to number 5. He shoots and misses. That's Boone. Ball's tipped around, comes down the hands of Xavier Bell. Logan will back it out. Coach Smith Peters calls the play. They're going to set up something different. They go Scrub, surprise. He shoots, misses. They kind of isolated Jay Scrub that time. The lefty shot was a little bit off the mark. The Raiders get the rebound. Hodges now to Jeffrard. To Fonda. Talon Fonda for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by number 33, Sharp. 8 minutes left here in this quick-moving first half. Raiders down 23-18. Boone comes in with the left-hand runner. Off the mark. Sharp follows up, misses. Ball comes down the hands of Lancaster. He's triple-teamed. And they're going to give him a 3-second violation. He gets the ball in the land of the Giants. He's triple-teamed in the paint, nowhere to go. Was trying to call timeout, but the 3-second violation got him instead. Three Rivers has the basketball, down 23-18. They can try to cut this lead a little bit on this possession. Hodges now to Willie Lucas. He shoots for three. Shots off the mark, but it's rebounded by Austin Parker. He took it in, got his shot blocked. I thought he was fouled. No call there. Volunteers get the basketball and bring it back right back the other direction. They're looking for Sharp in the paint right now. They flip it into him. He takes it to the basket and scores. Sharp being guarded by Austin Parker. 10-inch height differential there. Johnny Logan likes that matchup. Parker is as athletic as they come. Tough chore there guarding someone 7'2". Sharp comes out of the game. Now Austin Parker gets to guard number 23, Sidney Curry, big 6'8", athletic-looking football player kid. But he comes out. Now we're playing a little chess match here. Mateus Ochai comes in the game for the Raiders. Ochai, 7'1" from Lagos, Nigeria. So it's the game within the game right now. Lucas with the basketball. Enough of my Xing and Oing. We'll get back to hoop. Hodges is going to get charged with the carrying violation. He meant to make the pass. The player was not there. He thought he was intended for. So give it back to John A. Logan. Under 7 minutes left before halftime. Halftime, we're going to give you a little breakdown of the Region 16, where everybody's at right now, and give you a little showdown, a little preview of the Lady Raiders as they go to Memphis here a couple weeks. Ochai whistled for the foul. So John A. Logan will take the ball out now. 5 fouls for the Volunteers, 4 for the Raiders here. Not a lot of fouls called. Kind of been a transitional up and down game. Raiders got out to a quick start and then got about as cold as the weather out for a couple of possessions. John A. Logan stormed back to take a 7-point lead. It's 25-18. Boone with the basketball to Trace Young. Young trying to get a shot. Doesn't, to no avail. Gives a nice defensive effort to Willie Lucas. Lucas guarded him well. He couldn't get the spot to get the shot, so as he dribbled past him, Lucas went for the block. He ends up fouling him. 5 fouls each now. Inbounds to Young. Young calls the play. Boone has it now, guarded by Hodges. And the paint to Curry, and he walks. So it's an interesting game right now. Jay Scrubb not in the game, and he just checks right back in now. He's not been on the floor that much tonight. Didn't start, came out of the game, back in right now. Scrubb with only 2 points in this ball game. He averages 22 a game. You would think 15 minutes into the ball game, Scrubb with 2 points, you'd be in good shape. But Raiders right now down 25-18. There's the missed dunk by Hodges, and Logan comes down. Ochai gets the rebound. Quickly going to go back the other direction for Three Rivers. Give it to Willie Lucas. His three-pointer's off the mark, and we got a whistle right there. Hodges brought it quickly down, missed the slam dunk, went right back down the other direction, missed shot, turn around and come right back the other direction. Turning into a tennis match here all of a sudden. Track meet. Up and down, up and down. Hodges comes out of the ball game. You can see some frustration on his part as he went for the dunk with the big left hand and missed it. 6 minutes left. Raiders down 25-18. 6 minutes till halftime. Three Rivers to inbounds. To Sprinkle. Now to Lucas. Sprinkle wants to drive baseline. Nothing going on there. Gives it off to Talon Fonda. Fonda takes it to the basket. His runner's off the mark. Rebound by John A. Logan. Jalen Johnson has it. Volunteers bring it down. Again, up 7. Suddenly they're not in a big hurry. They're going to run that offense. Going to try to space it out and find the open man. Scrubb has it on the wing. Hayden picks him up. Ball's tipped away. Deontay Raines gets knocked down by Jay Scrubb. Scrubb showing some frustration. He had 38 last time we played John A. Logan. That time he ends up committing the foul. 2 fouls. He comes out of the ball game. It's going to send Deontay Raines to the line for the Raiders. Raines wears uniform number 3 for the Raiders. 6'2" player out of Anderson, Indiana. His first free throw is good. Raines, everybody's still talking about his big block to end the game against Swick a couple of Sundays ago up in St. Louis. Dramatic block to end the ball game as they went for the winning basket. Raines, athletic kid. When he's in the ball game, his athleticism is for real. Misses the second free throw. Ochai gets the rebound, goes up. They blocked the shot. They called goaltending. Matthias Ochai quickly becoming a fan favorite for Three Rivers Raiders. We read the article in the DAR recently about him. Wow, what a story about his journey from Lagos, Nigeria to Poplar Bluff. He's an easy guy to root for. Give him the points on the goaltending. Baseline jump shot by number 5, Eric Boone's good. So as we near the 5-minute mark left before halftime, Johnny Logan's back up by 7, 28-21. Fonda takes it to the basket. His runner is good. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Fonda's been trying to find a seam to take it in. That time he took it to the basket, laid up the runner. It hit the glass and goes in. He draws the foul. Send Talon Fonda to the line to shoot the free throw. Fonda's first basket of the game. He's going to try to make one more point on this free throw. Free throws in and out, no good. Rebound by Trace Young. Young with the basketball. Now over to number 10, Jalen Johnson. Give and go to number 11, Xavier Bell. He misses the shot. Ball's tipped around. Willie Lucas goes down. Ochai blocks the shot, but he commits the foul. This ball was on the floor. Lucas was going for it, tripped over one of his opponents, hit the floor hard. Johnny Logan picked it up, took it to the basket. Ochai blocks the shot, draws the foul, sends number 3 to the line, Jordan Cousin. His first free throw is good. Cousin is a 6'7" sophomore from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Ochai comes out, Lydell Jeffrard back in. Ochai gets a nice round of applause from the Raider faithful here tonight, who braved the cold, dreary, yucky weather to come out to watch the game. Second free throw is good, makes our score 30-23. Raines has the ball for the Raiders. Now over to Lucas, back to Bram Harris. Willie Lucas at the top of the key. Raines with it. Whoa, pump fake. He's going to shoot the 3. Got his defender in the air, but he missed the shot. Rebound by number 3, and they're going to call traveling. Jordan Cousin got the loose ball, took the extra step. Raiders get a break there. In for the game for the Vols, number 4, Mark Lancaster. Let's check the stage here for you. Set the stage for you for the Raiders. Willie Lucas in the ball game, Bram Harris, Lydell Jeffrard, Talon Fonda, and Deontay Raines. 4:18 left before halftime. Raiders down 30-23. Raines behind the back dribble, takes it to the basket and scores. Wow, playground 101. Nice play there by Raines. Cuts the lead to 5, 30-25. Volunteers with the basketball. Look like they may have walked there. They're going to shoot the long 3 instead. Rebounds comes right back to the Volunteers. Ball's tipped around now. Fonda comes up with the loose ball and hands off to Raines. Raiders can cut this 5-point lead on this possession. And we're going to have a foul in the forecourt called against number 4, Mark Lancaster. 9 fouls on the Volunteers, 6 for the Raiders here in the first half. Lucas comes out. Hardiman comes in for the Raiders. Raines will be at the line to shoot the free throw. He's also sporting the multicolored sneakers. Those are pretty sharp, too. Fashion statement. Free throw's good. That free throw makes it 30-26. Number 3, Jordan Cousin now in the ballgame for John A. Logan. Deontay Raines gets ready to shoot. Free throw is up. It's good. The lead is 3, 30-27. Raiders trying to inch back in this one. Was down by 7. Now I've cut it to 3. Big possession right here. Johnson with the basketball. In the paint to number 11. Baseline jumper is off the mark by Xavier Bell. Rebound by Bram Harris. Fonda takes it the other direction. Gives it up to Raines. Quickly in the paint to Jeff Rard. He's open, and he scores. Found the open man that time. He made the turn, laid it off the glass, and scored it. Makes it a 30-29 game. Raiders down by 1. So they've clawed back in this one, folks. As we near the 3-minute mark. Down 7-8 points a while ago. Now it's a 1-point game. Coach Smith-Peters switches up the play. They're going to set it up again. Shot clock at 10. Number 5 shoots the runner. It's off the mark by Eric Boone. Raiders rebound. They can take the lead on this possession. And Deontay Raines is going to draw the foul. Number 5, Eric Boone, fouls going for the steal. It's 10 fouls. It's going to put him in the bonus, so it's going to put Deontay Raines on the free throw line to shoot some free throws for the Raiders. Down 1. Raines takes a breather. Bounces the ball a couple times, rather. Shoots and scores. Ties this ball game at 30. 30-30. 2:46 left before halftime. Raines has a chance to put the Raiders ahead. Raines slowing it down. He got a frantic, hectic game. Took his sweet time, took the deep breath, bounced the basketball. Good fundamental basketball. Throws it right in the middle of the net. Gives the Raiders the lead, 31-30. Johnny Logan brings the ball down. Suddenly down 1. Trace Young with the ball on the baseline. Going to say he stepped out of bounds. Break for the Raiders. Young posted up. Oops, 1 foot's out of bounds. So the Raiders now can extend the lead. Inbounds to Hodges, draws some defensive pressure, gets a double team. Now they back off a little bit. Harris with the ball on the wing. Hardiman to Hodges, looking for trying to lob pass. Jeff Rod wants the lob. He's posting up, trying to get open. Hardiman comes up with it, lays it off the glass and scores. Harris intended the lob to go to Jeff Rard. It didn't make it. Instead, Hardiman jumped up and grabbed it and laid it off the glass. And Hardiman just draws the charging foul. It's become the Dominic Hardiman show in the last minute. Heads up play on the offensive end to grab the errant pass, lay it off the glass, and then turn around and draw the charge on the other side of the floor. Good stuff on both ends of the floor by Dominic Hardiman. This gives the Raiders the opportunity to extend their 3-point lead. It's 33-30 with Jay Scrubb still on the bench. I am perplexed about what is going on right now with the Vols. Number 1 player in the nation basically at the JUCO level as a sophomore, not playing much tonight. In the paint to Jeff Rard. He muscles it in the basket and extends the lead to 5. Raiders up by 5, 35-30. Mentioning 5, number 5, Eric Boone takes it to the basket and scores quickly for the Vols. Cuts the lead to 35-32. Hodges now is going to walk it down for the Raiders. Slow it down a little bit. Picks up the dribble. Looking for some help. Gives it in Harris. 13 on the shot clock for the Raiders. Harris dribbles with the left hand. Draws a double team. Shot clock at 6. Fonda dribbles in. His runner hits the rim, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Vols. So that's going to put the shot clock back at 20. Raiders catch a break there. They'll have a chance to inbounds. Hodges will execute the inbounds play underneath their own basket. Whoa. Hang on. They just put the shot clock at 2. That ball had hit the rim. Bad. It don't make no difference. The crowd was on their feet. That ball had hit the rim before it went out of bounds. They put the shot clock at 20. The ref comes over and waves it off and goes, no, there was 2 on the shot clock. Quick inbounds to Fonda. He hits the 3. Oh, well, it don't make no difference. 38-32 is the score. Talon Fonda helps the ref out right then by draining the 3. 38-32. Raiders called for the quick foul. 7 fouls now on the Raiders. 10 for John A. Logan. Fonda's shot was not a 3. It was a 2. He had his foot on the line. Makes it 37-32. Number 5, Eric Boone at the line now to shoot the free throw for John A. Logan. First one is up, and it's good. He'll get ready to shoot a second. That one's off the mark. Rebound by John A. Logan. Number 5 shot, missed it, but got his own rebound. They're going to set it back up. 35 seconds on the clock. Shots in and out, no good. Ball's tipped around. Ball goes out of bounds off number 5, Eric Boone. So the Raiders are going to have the ball. 30 seconds left before halftime. 30.1 seconds. Shot clock at 30, so their differential is a tenth of a second. Raiders may play for the final possession. We'll see. Hodges backs it out, gives directions, pointing around, sets up the play. He's content to dribble in this one. Raiders up by 4. Hey, they'll go to the locker room up by 4 with a chance to extend it. Hodges give and go to Parker. Takes it strong. They're going to call the charging foul that time. Parker took it strong to the basket. He found Hardiman going towards the basket, but as he passed the ball, bumped in his defender. Tough break for the Raiders. Parker, it's his first foul. So with 7.5 seconds left, 37-33, Raiders by 4. Logan gets it across the timeline. Boone with the basketball, takes it to the basket. Ball is blocked out of bounds with 0.7 of a second, but the Raiders are called for the foul. Number 10, Kenyon Hodges draws the foul. Ouch. Tough break for the Raiders. Austin Parker blocked that ball. Looked like he spiked a volleyball. But the Raiders were called for the foul with 0.7 of a second. Not the momentum swinger you wanted there. First free throw's off the mark. Eric Boone will shoot one more for the Vols with 0.7 of a second. Got to make sure now the Vols don't tip this one back in if it's missed. It's off the mark. Hodges gets the rebound. We're going to the locker room at halftime. Raiders in a hard-fought game thus far lead this one 37-33. It's halftime. We're going to take our first break, and we're going to come back. We'll get a score sheet here in a bit, and we'll break down the first half stats. We'll have a chance to give you an update on the Lady Raiders, look at Region 16 action. A lot of stuff going on at halftime, so stick around with us. Go to the locker rooms at this time. 37-33. Raiders lead by 4. It's halftime at the Libla Sports Complex. Glad you're hanging out with us tonight on the old radio broadcast on a dreary, yucky, gooey, ooey kind of night. Hope you're someplace nice and warm listening to us right here on the old radio. We'll be back with the halftime show next. This is Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
You've got your radio on, singing along in there. Uh-oh, a fender bender. Your car is your baby, so if you're in an accident, tell your insurance company that you want your car to go to CarStar. For nearly 24 years, they've put customer satisfaction first in all they do. They'll get you back on the road safely, quickly, and with minimal hassle. And all work is guaranteed.
Bailey's Car Star, Auto Body and Glass, Business Highway 7 South in Poplar Bluff.
Uh-oh, a fender bender.
Home Service Oil delivers more to you. If you own a gas station, count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime.
Macy,
we also
come
supply
up here for a second.
BP racing fuels and oil, aviation gasoline, and much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil
do anything at the concession stand? Would you get me a Mountain Dew? But wait about 5 minutes before you do it. You get a bottle of Mountain Dew at the concession stand. You can let the crowd die down.
6-1412 or go online at hsoil.com.
What's wrong, honey?
I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you're only 55.
I know. I took this test online, and it says my heart is 62. Is your heart older than you are? If so, you could be at risk for heart disease. Find out by taking Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center's Heart Risk Assessment. It's fast, free, and online. Visit PoplarBluffHeart.com today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you should take that test too.
At Baldwin Chevrolet, we're pulling out all the stops and closing out the year with a bang. Come see for yourself. We're selling Silverados like this 2019 model that lists for over $50,000 for $39,000. 2020 model Equinox lists from $27,500 down to $22,000. You get employee pricing on almost every vehicle on the lot. Plus, you still get the lifetime warranty. Hurry while the inventory selection is at its best. Find new roads. You'll get your best deal right here at BaldwinChevy.com.
Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
It's halftime. Raiders lead this one 37-33. We're going to give you a little breakdown of Region 16 action. Right now, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Mineral Area 15-0, ranked number 7 in the nation. We'll be going up there January 4th to take on the Mineral Area Cardinals. Moberly's at 9-3 on the season. State Fair is at 10-6. Three Rivers checks in with a 10-5 mark going into this game. And the Missouri State West Plains Grizzlies have a record of 6-8 on the season. On the women's side of the ledger, Moberly's at 11-3, as are the Lady Raiders from Three Rivers, both having great seasons, checking in at 11-3 mark. Mineral Area has a 9-3 record on the season, including a win over the Lady Raiders. Crowder is 8-6 on the season. Jefferson is at 6-9, and State Fair is at 5-11. And we're getting ready to hit the big time, folks. It's Region 16 action coming up just around the corner, so we'll get ready for that coming up January 4th as the Raiders go to Mineral Area to take on the Cardinals. That is coming up on January the 4th. We're going to break down the stat sheet for you here in just a few minutes, and we've been joined radio. We got Hannah Thurman mic'd up, and she's from the Lady Raiders. And when we come back from our next commercial break, we're going to talk to Hannah about where she's going to go to college after Three Rivers. And we're going to talk about the Lady Raiders just a little bit. So stay close to that. Everybody go wake up Grandma. Call your friends. Hannah Thurman is on the radio next right here. Raiders lead this one 37-33. It's halftime. Come back after this commercial break and join us with Hannah Thurman on the halftime show. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Four meals?
Okay, Hannah, can you hear me okay? Okay, put your headphones on and count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good, you sound great. Okay, have you ever heard yourself on the radio before?
Yeah.
Okay, good. A lot of people have never heard themselves in their own ears. So, okay, I saw you sitting over there. I thank you for coming over.
You're welcome.
Bacon seared on a super hot, giving them those delicious crispy edges.
Tell me the name of your Cal State Riverside?
Yep, University of Cal State. No.
Steak and Shake
Yep,
Restaurant.
that's right. University, yeah, that's
All the
right.
latest innovations, like a phone app that lets you order your medication anytime, gives you access to your medication list, and have you ever been to the doctor?
We'll go a couple of minutes.
Okay.
You're on the webcast right now. They can hear us talking, so please don't use profanity, okay?
We can sync your maintenance medication list so they can be filled at the same time every month. Key Drugs, 2 locations in Poplar Bluff at 2210 Barron Road at Northwest. Also on Highway 67 North at Spring Street in Poplar Bluff. And on Business 60 West in Dexter.
Need a new home? Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home?
And
Century
when we
21
get done, I'm going to ask you to say hi to anybody you want to in Radio Land.
Okay.
So start thinking about it, okay?
Residential or commercial? Century 21 American Realty is who you need to call at 573-785-2121. This number can get you to your next home. Stop by 1919 Big Ben in Poplar Bluff or call 573-785-2121 for all your real estate needs. Put your trust in Century 21 American Realty for results that move you. Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Raiders lead this one 37-33. It is halftime at the Libel Sports Complex. We have a special guest with us at this time. We're being joined from the Lady Raiders, Hannah Thurman. Hannah, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me out here.
You said you've been on the radio before. Is this kind of exciting to be on the radio like this?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everyone's listening. That's cool.
Welcome to show business. It's the 50,000-watt blowtorch Poplar Bluff, Doniphan. We're recovering Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas. So glad to have you along. Thanks for being a good sport. Throughout the basketball season, I have a chance to talk a lot to student athletes.
Yeah.
We've talked from Alex Knight from the cheer squad. I've talked to Morgan Shockley. I've talked to Roberto Mejia from the baseball team. Morgan plays softball. Glad to have a Lady Raider here tonight. And we get a chance to do some of you guys' games, especially second semester. We'll go back-to-back a lot of nights. Next game after Christmas break is against Mineral Area.
Yep.
That's going to be a fun one.
We're super excited.
Going to go back-to-back.
Yeah.
Nothing feels better than beating Mineral Area at anything. That's the rival. But we're going to Memphis here in a couple of weeks. We're going to webcast those games.
Yeah.
We went down there last year and had a good time and won some ball games down there.
It was a lot of fun and a lot of good playing, and just excited to go back.
Absolutely. So. We're going to webcast those games, and we had some good barbecue as well.
That's just true.
I'm looking forward to barbecue. A lot going on in your life. You were a Dexter Bearcat, played for Chad Allen, come to Three Rivers, and you had a great run here, but your run's not over. But you have already signed to play basketball at the University of California at Riverside.
Yes.
Now, that's a long ways from Dexter, Missouri. Can you tell us a little bit about the story, how you ended up going that direction?
So after the national tournament last year, they had reached out this summer and kind of, we kind of talking. Well, in reality, I was like, no way am I going that far. And then he just kept on, and so I was like, you know what, I might as well just see what it's like and go on. And then so we've contacted started up first semester, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go visit and see how it goes. Took the family out there and just fell in love.
Wow.
So, yep.
How far is Riverside like from Los Angeles? Can you give us the geography
about 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Okay. So you're in the suburbs a little bit.
Yeah.
Bit.
It's a nice area.
Okay. I've been to Los Angeles before. When you fly into Los Angeles, you fly over Los Angeles for a long time. It is a spread out metropolitan area. And I'm from Harville, Missouri, which is about 10 miles down the road. Harville and L.A. aren't usually mentioned in the same sentence. I felt like a small-town guy in a big city when I was in L.A. But that's neat. You're going to be out a little bit like that. Tell us a little bit about the campus, what Riverside campus looks like.
Well, really didn't see all of it. That's how big it was. We were there for 2 days and still didn't get to see it all. But it's just unbelievable. Mountains everywhere you can look in the background. It's beautiful.
Neat.
And so just the people are, it's a different culture, but it's really exciting.
What an exciting adventure like that. What are you majoring in school? Have you decided
Business.
yet? Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you were a nursing person in the beginning, but you were kind of interested because your dad has a business.
Yep.
And you're kind of interested in that. So you're going to pursue a business degree there in in college?
Business administration is my go-to right now. So,
okay. You're in Los Angeles, acting, modeling.
I don't know about that.
You're doing pretty good on this radio thing.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Don't. I don't want to sound like creepy Uncle Tim here, but I'm on radio for a reason because have you ever looked at me? But some people that are good on the mic, we had Alex Knight up here from the cheer squad. Alex was really good on the mic. I said, Alex, forget what you're doing. You need to go into TV or something like that. Lots of opportunities. The weather will be fantastic, too.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
Most of the time it's
after
just.
this nasty, soupy weather of today. So you're going to be in California, business major.
Yep.
Of course, we're having to look into our crystal ball a little bit. Are you coming home, or are you going to stay in California and try?
No, I plan on coming back, but
and who knows?
Yeah,
who
knows?
Who knows?
But well, the school is actually one of the top 5 business schools in the country.
Wow. Fantastic.
So that's a big plus. I could find probably a really good job. After, but no, I only get a couple breaks, so it's hard to get home.
Yeah.
But it'll be.
You're one of my 3008 Facebook friends, and I saw some of the pictures of your recruiting visit online. Wow, it looked exciting.
It was. It was a great time.
It looked like they rolled out the red carpet.
Definitely, 100%. It was all about me, and that was
awesome.
pretty cool.
And then isn't that the way it should be?
Yeah.
It's all about Hannah Thurman. That's the way it should be. So when you get out there, and they say, well, we're looking for a radio announcer. Remember creepy Uncle Tim?
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
Drop a name. I'm retired. I can get in the pickup and drive out anytime. It might be fun to do sports at that level. It's going to be exciting to watch you go on to the next level. I know this year you're playing a little bit more of guard, kind of kind of stretching your game a little bit?
Yeah.
And that in preparation for making the trip
yeah,
out that direction?
They're big there. You know, there's 6'4", 6'5" girls that I'll be playing with. So I'm going to be small, but that's what they want me to be as a guard there. So
how does it feel this year, not having to play post as much, not having to play with your back to the basket?
It's different because I'm in a different position than I of course had to be last year, but it's a relief, you know, not having to worry about, you know, everything happening down there. But
because you had to rebound, block shots.
Yep.
And guard their big person, block that big person out. So I've noticed your game really, you've made that transition. It looks really smooth on the floor like that. And it looks like you're having a good time playing. Lady Raiders right now checking in with 11-3 record. Here comes Region 16. Are you ready to do battle with the Macs and the Moberlys? And,
I think after Christmas break, you know, being away, I think we'll be ready to come back and really it's on.
Absolutely. It is on. It is on. Here we are in radio. Everybody in Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, everybody's listening because there's nothing to watch on television on Tuesday night. Who would you like to say hi to out in radio land right now?
Any of my family, any Raider fans, anyone, just know that we're ready to come and play for you when we get back and keep listening to this game.
If they can't come watch you play, they need to listen on the radio station, but they need to come out and watch Lady Raiders. We're going to have several double headers, Saturday night games. Lady Raiders at 5, men at 7. Hey, for your entertainment dollar, you can't beat two good games like that. So
I'm telling you,
good
for
times.
sure.
Hannah Thurman, you're a good gal, and I appreciate you coming over here and sharing this with us at halftime. Yeah. We will definitely be watching you move on to University of California at Riverside. I will be looking in jealousy as I'm shoveling snow out of my driveway when you're on the beach.
Yeah.
But have a great career. We may talk to you again before this season's over. We're big fans of Hannah Thurman. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you so much.
All right. That's Hannah Thurman checking in with us at halftime, talking about her Lady Raider experience, and then moving on to the University of California at Riverside next year. How exciting is that? Tremendous young lady. These kids are easy to root for. I get a chance to check behind the curtains right here sometimes on the Raider basketball. You see what goes on behind the scenes. Good group, Lady Raiders, good character, fun girls to watch play basketball, and these men same way. I get to travel with a lot of these folks in the ball games, and we have a good time. But good folks, and she's an easy one to root for. Very proud of her and very proud of this ball team, both programs. Right now, about a minute and a half before we tip this one off, we'll take our last time out here at the halftime. Raiders lead this one 37-33, and we'll be back in just a bit right here on Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak seasoned with special spices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton's. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade cheese rolls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton's. Where we know what's at stake.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day.
Olivia, thank you. Appreciate
They're
that.
opening a new account or applying for a loan. We continue to provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. I am Tiffany Gossett from Sterling Bank, and on behalf of the employees, directors, and shareholders, we want to thank you, the community, for helping us build a great community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Breaking down some stats for you in the first half. Raiders 14 for 36 from the floor, 2 for 12 from the three-point arc, 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Raiders lead at halftime 37-33. Raiders led in scoring with 11 points by Lydell Jefferard. Hardiman with 6 points, Sprinkle with 3, Hodges with 4, Raines with 7, Fonda with 4, Ochai with 2. Give the Raiders 37 and give them the halftime lead, 37-33. Jay Scrubb, 2 points. Not playing a lot tonight. Uniform number 1 scored 30 against the Raiders. First time we played him, headed to Louisville, averages 22-plus per contest, and not in the ball game right now. So we're kind of interested to find out the story there. Johnny Logan misses the first shot of the second half. Raiders rebound. They go down, the ball stripped away from Dominic Hardiman. Volunteers get the ball back, but the pass is stolen by Hodges. Ball saved out of bounds by number 5 for John A. Logan. Give the ball back to the Vols. Boone there, number 5, some good hustle. Big thanks to Hannah Thurman coming over at halftime. She's very good on the microphone, very poised young lady, tremendous basketball player, good family. So glad she's a part of the family here at Three Rivers College. She's got big things ahead of her, headed out to the University of California at Riverside. That just sounds like a fun campus. Where do you go to school? I go to Riverside. That's pretty cool. Alley-oop dunk by number 23, Sydney Curry. Cuts the lead to 2. 37-35 off the inbounds play. Raines brings it down for the Raiders. Dribbles with the right hand. Over to Sprinkle. Raiders now going with a little speedier lineup. 2 point guards in right now. Pass by Sprinkle goes out of bounds. Intended for Hardiman. Coach Brian Best doesn't like what he sees. They call timeout. 18:42 left here in this ball game. Raiders cling to a 2 point lead, 37-35. Quick timeout by the Raiders, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Sub of the Day radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
How about from a meteorologist?
Then here's your forecast.
Well, Biff, Tuesday's $3.99 6-cent sub of the day forecast calls for turkey breast all overnight to Subway Club on Wednesday, and our long-range outlook shows steak and cheese moving in on Sunday. That's our day report. Subway.
Limited time only at participating locations. Subs included may vary. Additional charge for extra. Applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Coming out of the timeout, Raiders with a 2 point lead. John A. Logan with the basketball. Inbounds to number 5, Eric Boone. Guarded by Raines. Swinging around to number 4, Lancaster. In the paint to Curry, and he goes strong to the basket and scores. Curry scored 4 points in a row. Has tied the ball game at 37. We talked about Curry a while ago. NFL body. He looks like a college football player. Thick kid, athletic kid, but he's a load there in the paint. He scored both points of the both baskets here in the second half to tie this score. Now Jeff Rard posts up on him, goes in for the hook shot and scores right in his face right there. Turned around and threw the hook in. Well, the hook shot's making a comeback. That makes me happy as a child of the 70s. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is smiling somewhere. Here comes the hook shot. Trace Young shoots the 3, misses. Rebound by the Raiders. Outlet pass to Deontay Raines. Raines going to pull up with the 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Ball's tipped around. Who's got it? Curry and Jeff Rard go for it, and Jeff Rard's going to draw the foul. Tough break there for the Raiders. Curry and Jeff Rard, the big guys for both teams, aggressively going after the ball. And Curry got it, and Jeff Rard got the foul. 2 fouls for the Raiders here in the second half. Just getting her cranked up. 39-37, kind of a low-scoring affair. Very different ball game than we played over at Carterville about a month ago, where it was run and gun, 112-109 in overtime. Raiders win, but that was up and down. This has been a little more methodical with Jay Scrubb on the bench tonight for a big portion of this ball game. Here's Young, shoots the outside jump shot. Curry gets the offensive board, turns around and hits it with the left hand. Ties it 39. Curry has scored all 6 second half points for John A. Logan. We tied up 3 minutes into this second half. Raines has it, dribbles to the basket. Ball is blocked by Curry, but Raines is going to draw the foul and go to the line. Number 12, Justin Sardoris, draws the foul. 2 fouls on Sardoris. Sardoris is a good shooter, but Raines a little more athletic. I like that matchup if I'm a Raider fan tonight. But then again, aren't we all Raider fans? But Raines has the speed advantage, quickness advantage on Sardoris. I can see the Raiders trying to open it up and letting Deontay have a chance to kind of play his game going to the basket. He makes the first free throw, puts the Raiders back up by 1, 40-39. Now, comment this in the first half. Raines shooting free throws. He slows it down. He takes his time, takes a deep breath, dribbles, shoots, misses that one, but he has put the Raiders up by a point, 40-39. Volunteers set up their offense. We have a foul away from the ball. Lydell Jeffrard called for a foul in the paint. Not a good development. Jeffrard with 13 points for the Raiders has drawn 2 quick fouls here in the second half. That's a development to watch right there. Three Rivers cannot afford him to get in foul trouble. Curry has the basketball. Swings it out to number 4. Here's the long jumper by Lancaster. It's off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds off the foot of number 10, Johnson. Give the ball back to the Volunteers. And when we played these guys earlier this season, too, Johnson, transfer from Murray State, had a really good game tonight. The Raiders have held him scoreless here at the 16-20 mark in the second half. Raines goes to the basket. Draws body contact with Curry. No foul call. Raider rooters don't like that one. Raines went in, collides with Curry in midair. No foul. Raines talking to the ref like, what the heck? I just hit that bus and nothing happened. The no call works for the Volunteers. Ball goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by Johnny Logan. Give it to the Raiders. Raines looks to inbounds. Ball is picked off by Curry. He brings it back the other direction. And he takes to the basket and takes the extra step. Coach Smith-Peters says it was a Euro step to no avail. He argues with the referee. Curry was in traffic, stole the pass. The big guy tried to slam it home, took the extra step. The turnover goes it back to the Raiders. 4 minutes into the second half. Raiders with a 1-point lead. Hodges at the top of the key. Into Jeffrard. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lydell. Give the ball back to the Volunteers. You want to say ball's going out of bounds off people's feet here and there, but you got to give these defenses some credit. They're manning up tonight. Right there is a quick quick points by Mark Lancaster. Makes it a 41-40 game. Give the Vols the lead. Lancaster went quickly with the left hand to the basket. Raiders now down by 1 with the ball. Hardiman goes to the basket, lays it off the glass and scores. His 7-foot little floater there off the glass puts the Raiders back up by 1. And suddenly Jay Scrubb back in the ballgame answers with a thunderous slam dunk. Where did that come from? 43-42. Scrubb snuck in the game on me. He was open. He just threw it down. I just wonder, I don't know if the poor young man maybe has the flu or if he's in some sort of disciplinary trouble. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know. But he's not playing too much tonight. Hodges knocked to the floor. They're going to call the walk. Raider Nation not happy there. Hodges dribbles in, gets knocked to the floor. They call the walk. And now they call the foul on Hodges. Hodges comes down and steals the ball. Raider Nation not happy again. 2 tough calls go against the Raiders on each last 2 possessions. Hodges will check out with 4 fouls. Not a good development for the Raiders. Jeffrard picks up 2 fouls. Hodges gets his 4th foul. And a dunk by Curry in the paint off the lob. Momentum has swung the other direction, but Deontay Raines is going to draw the foul quickly from number 4, Mark Lancaster. This game just got a little choppy all of a sudden. Raiders, a couple of calls do not go their way. Curry got the lob and thunder dunked it. Here's the dated pop culture reference of the night. Looked like Daryl Dawkins from my childhood just slamming it down. Kids, ask your parents who that was. Talon Fonda tries to answer back, but his shot's off the mark. Jay Hines now in the game for the Raiders. Logan with the basketball. Number 10, Jalen Johnson. They have a whistle on the floor. Coach Smith-Peters way down the floor. The crowd appears to tell him to get back in his coaching box. The lob is stolen by Talon Fonda. Here come the Raiders. 3-on-2 fast break. Out to Sprinkle. Shoots the three. It's off the mark. Ball's tipped around. Goes out of bounds off number 5, Eric Boone. So let's set the stage for you. This has been kind of a transitional up and down thing there for a few minutes. Raiders down 45-42. 14:27 left in the game. Raiders with the basketball. Quickly inbounds. Willie Lucas swings it around to Deontay Raines. Raines with the right hand. Tries to draw the foul. Does not get the call. The ball goes back to John A. Logan. They go down for the alley-oop. Scrub misses. Rebound by the Raiders. Here comes Talon Fonda. Referees have swallowed their whistle. Fouls on both ends, but they're letting them play right now. Both coaches not happy right now, saying there was each fouls on each respective ends. No calls, so we're going to give the ball back to Three Rivers. Raines to inbounds. Out to Lucas. Sprinkle has it. Guarded by Scrub. Over to Willie Lucas. 15 on the shot clock. Fonda stops, shoots. Shot is off the mark. Jay Hines gets the offensive glass and sticks it right back in. Jay Hines with the offside rebound. Went quickly back up. Lays it off the basket. Score it. He draws the foul. Jay Hine in the right place. Quickly got it and went right back up with it. Draws the foul. Cuts the lead to 1. And here's his opportunity to tie this ball game. His free throw is short. A rebound by Curry. Here comes the Volunteers. Under 14 minutes left in this one. We joke, folks, the kind of the running narrative, no nights off. These are tough games. Raiders have scheduled tough. Curry takes the extra step as he goes to the basket. The turnover gives the ball back to the Raiders. There hasn't been Raiders are 10-5, but they have worked for a lot of these big wins. And tonight they're going to have to work to beat this Volunteer team one more time. Down 1, Raines with the basketball, takes it strong to the basket. Curry blocks the shot. Here comes the Vols. Take it straight to the basket, and it is good by number 5, Eric Boone. They quickly convert and make it a 47-44 game as we near the 13-minute mark. Fonda with the ball at the top of the key for the Raiders. Takes it to the basket. High off the glass. It's good. Talon Fonda took it strong to the basket, laid it softly off, high off the glass, gets the roll, cuts it to 1, 47-46. John A. Logan quickly answers Boone once again. 8 quick points in this ballgame, make it 10 for Boone. Gives the Vols a 3-point lead, 49-46. Fonda is going to do it again. Takes it to the basket. This time with the left hand, misses the shot. Rebound by number 11, Bell. Down to Sardonis. Bounce pass to Curry in the paint, and he scores. Curry is a load now. He's a big kid. Here's Sprinkle going to shoot the 3. It's good. Number 11, Bell just looked with his hands like, how did that just happen? Long pass to Sprinkle. Bell, like, he's going to dribble. Sprinkle pulls up, hits the long 3, drains it. Give Hayden 6 points in the night. Bell looked at his coach with his hands up like, I can't believe he just did that. Curry gets it on the offensive glass, turns around and scores. Give 14 points to Curry. Timeout by the Volunteers, and we'll take a timeout as well. Our score is 53-49. Raiders down by 4. 12 minutes left in this one. Stick around, folks. Another good one from the Libel Sports Complex. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the community have a good, healthy smile. For 3 Bly's have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. Just call 573-785-0111.
Say what?
You'll find the most advanced
you need to find Bill Swafford.
Available.
He's sitting down there right behind the bench. He's sitting with his wife. If you go down those steps, he's the last guy. He's standing up right now. That's the guy.
Highway in Poplar Bluff.
Home Service Oil delivers more to you. If you own a gas station, count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime you need it. We also supply customers with BP racing fuels and oil, aviation gas, much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil business, we know a thing or two about lubricants. Home Service Oil. Service is our middle name. Call today, 573-776-1412. That's 573-776-1412. Or go online, hsoil.com.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Coming out of the timeout, Hardeman scores quickly for the Raiders and cuts it to a 53-51 game. We go down the other end. Jamarin Sharp, the 7'2" freshman from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, draws the foul, and he goes to the line now to shoot for John A. Logan as Jay Hines checks out for Three Rivers. 11:23 left in this contest, 53-51. Volunteers by 2. Sharp gets ready to shoot the second free throw. Rattles around, no good. Rebound by Talon Fonda. Raiders have a chance to tie this ball game or to go ahead by a point. 53-51 is our score. Harris dribbles in, draws a double team. Jeff Rard back in the game for the Raiders. Ball's tipped around, comes up in the hands of Trace Young. They quickly go down to Sharp, the 7'2" center, and he slams it home. The ball rolls way, way away. Rocky Raider runs and tracks it down. Sharp on the fast. You got a 7'2" kid on the fast break. You hit him in stride. He threw it straight down through the basket. Long arms. A lot of length. Wingspan. And he slammed it home. 55-51. Into Jeff Rard. Baseline, guarded by Sharp. Takes it to the basket and throws it right in over the 7'2" center. Score it for Jeff Rard. Make it 55-53. Good for Lydell. Jeff Rard take it right at him. Number 5, Eric Boone, slithers in and lays it off the glass and scores. Makes it 57-53. For a game that was kind of slow moving offensively, suddenly we've hit the accelerator on scoring, trading baskets in this one, as we're getting close to the 10-minute mark left in this contest. Right now, Fonda with the basketball. Raiders led this one 37-33 at half. Fonda's three-pointer is off the front of the rim, no good. John A. Logan Volunteers with the rebound. Boone walks it down, guarded by Raines. Now dribbles with the left hand, gets a pick, takes it to the basket. Blocking foul against the Raiders. Dominic Hardeman's going to be charged with the block. Raider Nation thought it was a charge. Johnny Logan outscored the Raiders 24-16 here in the second half. Under 10 minutes left in the game, 9:45 left. And the Johnny Logan squad has a chance to extend the lead. Boone at the line to shoot. He's scored 12 points on the night. He's been a little disruptor at the guard. He's had a good game thus far. Free throws in and out, no good. Scrub and Curry now back in the game for John A. Logan. Sharp, the 7'2" center, steps off. He's replaced by Curry, who is having a game and a half. So they are strong tonight in the post. Jeff Rard has a tough task ahead of him tonight, guarding those guys. Curry has 14 points. That free throw is good and extends the lead to 5, 58-53. Raines has it at the top of the key. Harris on the wing. Into Jeff Rard. Goes baseline. Hook shot. Rattles around. No good. Rebound by Trace Young. And here come the Vols. Quickly. Going to be a foul on Raines. It's going to send Boone back to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. A little contact before the shot on the fast break by Raines. Raiders with 7 fouls here in the second half. Just 3 for the Volunteers. Eric Boone, 6'2" sophomore from Lexington, back to the line, his 13 points. And he makes the first free throw. Line change now for the Raiders. Wholesale substitutions, as they used to say. Sprinkle in the game, as is Willie Lucas, Austin Parker, and Jay Hines. They join Deontay Raines. Here's the free throw. It's up, and it's good. This is the last game of the semester for the boys. They're going to take a little time off for Christmas break. We'll be back January 4th when we go to MAC. Boys and girls on a Saturday night, 5 o'clock ladies, 7 o'clock guys. Raiders versus the Cardinals. That's going to be a barn burner from Park Hills. Got a good one going right now as Austin Parker dribbles baseline and draws the foul. Suddenly the Raiders are down by 7, 60-53. Kind of the same thing happened in the first half. Raiders got off to a quick start. Fell behind by 7, 8, 9 points, but clawed back in this one and went ahead to take a halftime lead of 37-33. They have it right now down 7, about 9 minutes left in this one. Deontay Raines dribbles in traffic. And they're going to call the charge. Ouch. Raines busted through the coverage. Raiders wanted a blocking charge. Instead, Deontay Raines charged with the second foul. Good time for a timeout. We'll take one right now. Raiders down by 7, 8:59 left in the ball game. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
What's wrong, honey?
I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you're only 55.
I know. I took this test online. It says my heart is 62. Your heart older than you are? If so, you could be at risk for heart disease. Find out by taking Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center's Heart Risk Assessment. It's fast, free, online. Visit poplarbluffheart.com today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you should take that test too.
Key Drugs, they have all the innovations, like phone app that lets you order your medication your medication list. And have you ever been to the doctor and you didn't know what medications you're on? This app can help. Free and delivery, auto refill of prescriptions. We can sync your maintenance medication list so they can be filled at times every month. Key Drugs, Poplar Bluff at 22 and Road at Northwest. Also on Highway 67 North at Spring Street in Poplar Bluff. And on Business 60 West in Dexter.
Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Steph Hager.
Johnny Logan Volunteers inbounds up 7, 60-53 with the basketball. Boone dribbles into Curry. Swinging around to Trace Young on the baseline, guarded by Lucas. Dribbles in with the left hand, lays it off the glass, scores it. Charging foul called. Austin Parker draws the charge for the Raiders. Wave off the basket. Nice play there by the Raiders. A little more pressure now on the ball by Johnny Logan as Raines brings it down. Dribbles with the left hand. Johnny Logan suddenly kind of breaks into almost like a 2-3 zone type of defense. Swinging around to Lucas. Back to Raines. Pump fake out to Parker. Dribbles baseline. Parker is knocked down. And no call on that one. A little bit of confusion there on the floor. He goes in, is knocked down, gets up. He's okay. Everybody, when he got knocked down, everybody just kind of stopped anticipating the whistle. No whistle. So we go right back the other direction. All righty. Bewilderment at the Libla Sports Complex tonight. Everybody's like, hey, what just happened there? Parker dribbles in, gets knocked to the ground. I guess each one of the officials maybe were blocked and didn't see it. Everybody just kind of stopped for a second. Then they quickly go back the other way, and Johnny Logan goes to the line to shoot. A little bit of a misdirection there. Not what I anticipated as well. Free throws off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Goes back to Logan. So here we go. 8:08 left there. 60-53. Scrub takes it strong to the basket and draws the foul. Scrub went up to dunk, realized he didn't have the flight to get there, so he lays it off the glass. No good. So Scrubb's going to shoot. There's the first one. It's off the mark. Now, we talked about Jay Scrubb tonight. That was kind of our pregame. He's the number 1 junior college sophomore in America. Number 1 recruit by the recruiting magazines, recruiting online services. This guy was number 1. He had signed with Louisville the day we went to Carterville, Illinois. He scored 38 against the Raiders. And then oddly tonight he hasn't started. He has 4 points in the ball game. He hasn't really played a lot of minutes tonight. And it kind of makes me wonder if there's a little more to the story. I will not speculate because I have no clue. But it's just surprising not to see a player of his caliber out on the floor more than he has tonight. We'll try to find out some answers before the next time we join you here on the old radio. For now, the Raiders come in. Hardiman swings it out to Hines. There's Hodges back in the game with 4 fouls. He shoots, misses. Curry comes down with a rebound off the missed shot, and Johnny Logan quickly brings it down. The alley-oop lob to Scrubb is too high. Coach Smith-Peters just smacks the scorer's table. He's giving Ken Hostler some crap. He just said, I'm sorry, I know it's brand new, but he was showing some frustration right there. Luckily for him, it was padded. Give the ball back to the Raiders. Raiders need a bucket, down by 7, 60-53, 7:13 left in the game. Hardiman takes it high off the glass. There's the bucket they needed. Give the points to Dominic Hardiman. He cuts the lead to 5, 60-55. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take a timeout as well. Raiders are going to try to get back in this one. 7:06 left. Stick around, folks. Going to be a good one from the Libla Sports Complex. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Four meals? Under $4. Every day, there's 4 meals under $4 at your neighborhood Steak and Shake. Under $4 for Steak and Shake triple steak burger and fries. Single steak burger with bacon and cheese and fries. Chicken fingers, fries, and the original steak and cheese double steak burger with cheese and fries. Our steaks are made with real super hot grill, giving them the crispy edge or cooked to those everyday affordable price. Just remember, Steak Restaurant.
Need a new home? Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home? Century 21 American Business? Century 21 American Realty. Buying or selling residential or commercial? Century 21 American Realty is who you need to call at 573-785-2121. This number can get you your next home. Stop Big Ben in Poplar Bluff or call 573-785-2121 for all your real estate needs. Put your trust in Century 21 American Realty for results that move you. Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
John A. Logan with the basketball off the timeout, and the runner by number 5, Eric Boone, is good. Makes the score 62-55. Raiders down by 7. Hodges brings it across for the Raiders to Jeff Farrard. Now to Fonda. Fonda lays it off the glass, high off the glass. It's no good. Ball rattles around, doesn't fall. Jeff Farrard may have had a finger on that one too. Wouldn't go down. Hayden Sprinkle comes down. Now he steals the ball for the Raiders. We come back the other direction. Hodges to Jeff Farrard. He's going to shoot the 3. It rattles around, no good. And we have a whistle on the floor as Hardiman and number 4, Lancaster, both went for the rebound. They both hit the deck. It's one of those times where you kind of go for the rebound. You're almost kind of locked arms with your defender. They roll to the ground. Lancaster's charged with the foul, so give the ball back to the Raiders. They'll take the ball out now underneath their own basket. Justin Sardoris now back in the game for the Vols. They clean up the wet spot there, the sweat spot, and they get ready to inbounds. Hodges right in front of the Raider cheer squad, who's here in full force tonight. Rocky Raider having a good time here at the gymnasium. Inbounds to Jeff Farrard. His pass intended for Hardiman goes off his fingertips out of bounds. 62-55, 6:15 left. Raiders squander that opportunity. That would have been nice to get a bucket on that one and cut this down to a 4 or 5 point game. Boone crosses the timeline, hands off to Scrubb. Scrubb's guarded by Fonda, dribbles with the left hand, pops, shoots, misses. But number 23, Sydney Curry, having a game tonight. Gets the offensive glass, lays it off the board, and scores it. Makes it a 9-point game. Give Curry 16 points on the night off the bench. He's been a load tonight, especially here in this second half. Give and go to Fonda. Into paint. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound by Scrub. Tough break for the Raiders. Ball didn't fall for Talon. Another timeout on the floor. 64-55. Timeout by John A. Logan as they have a 9-point lead right now. The high point spot for them tonight. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:28 left in this contest. Raiders down by 9. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak, seasoned with special spices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton's. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade bowls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Steakhouse and Grill, where we know steak.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly story is all about helping the community. Healthy smile. For 3 generations, the Blys have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. Just call 573-785-0111. When you come to the Dental Arts Group, you'll find dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 Canal Boulevard, PP Highway in Poplar Bluff.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Coming out of the timeout, it's John A. Logan basketball. The Volunteers are up 64-55 over the Raiders. 5:21 left in the contest. This second half, the Raiders have been outscored 31-18 by the Volunteers. At halftime, the Raiders led by 4, but it's been all John A. Logan here in the second half. They have the basketball as Boone goes to the basket, out to Sardonis. He hits the baseline jump shot's good. It's a three-pointer. And with the 5 minutes left in the game, it's a 12-point game now, 67-55. Bounce pass to Hardiman. Give it to Fonda. Sprinkle's going to try the 3. It goes off the rim, no good, out of bounds. Sprinkle had it lined up. It hit the back of the rim, and this goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to John A. Logan. 4:44 left in this one. Boone walks across. Coach Smith-Peters from the Volunteers calls the play. Jay Scrub with the basketball. Over to number 10, Johnson. Scrub takes it to the basket. Has the ball. Shot blocked by Fonda. Nifty block there by Fonda. Takes it strong to the other end. Misses the layup, and the Raiders are going to draw the foul. Fonda went baseline and kind of just scooped it, laid it finger roll off the glass. It didn't fall for him. Hardiman got the rebound, went to stick it back, and he draws the foul. Nifty block by Fonda on the defensive end. As Scrub went in, he was behind him, got all ball, and took it quickly down the other direction. Hardiman ends up on the line to shoot the free throws. Hardiman with 12 points on the night for the Raiders. Free throws no good. Rebound by 7'2", Jamarin Sharp. Quickly down to Sardonis, to Sharp, who slam dunks it home. The give and the go. The Stockton to Malone slams it home. The John A. Logan team on their feet. Sharp, 7'2" guy with long arms. Dunking is no biggie. Bram Harris gets his shot blocked by Scrub. Fonda takes to the basket with the left hand and draws the foul. Jamarian Sharp, still celebrating his big dunk, draws the foul. For Sharp, 8 points in the game and 4 fouls. Going to send Talon Fonda to the line. Fonda with 6 points tonight for Three Rivers. Looks like Austin Parker will be checking in the game for the Raiders here in just a moment. For now, the free throw is good. makes the score 69-56. Fonda prepares to shoot the second one. Dominic Hardman checks out of the game for the Raiders. Second free throw is good. 69-57. Raiders down by 12. Under 4 minutes left in this ball game. Eric Boone walks it down. Suddenly the clock is an ally, but he makes a bad pass picked off by Fonda, who takes it down and dunks it himself. Thunder dunk right there by Talon Fonda. Cuts the lead to 10. Gets the crowd back in it a little bit. 69-59. Fonda anticipated that pass, picked it off, and threw it down. Quick pass to number 10 in the paint. Jalen Johnson makes a nice off-balance move, lays it on the glass, and scores it. It's good, makes it 71-59. We have another timeout called on the floor, and we will take a timeout as well. 3:20 left in the ball game. Raiders down by 12, and this is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Sub of the Day radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
How about from a meteorologist?
Then here's your forecast.
Well, Biff, Tuesday's $3.99 6-inch sub of the day forecast calls for turkey breast all day. Changing overnight, Subway Club on Wednesday, and our long-range outlook shows steak and cheese moving in on Sunday. Our sub of the day report, Subway, make it what you want.
Limited time only. Meeting locations, prices and subs included may vary. Charge for extras plus tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great bank and welcoming our customers every day. Our customers are opening a new account or applying. Provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. Sterling Bank. And on behalf of the employees, directors, and shareholders, we want to thank you, the community, helping us build a member FDIC equal housing lender.
Now, for exciting basketball action, voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
3:19 left in this ball game. Raiders down by 12, 71-59. Going to try to get back in this contest. Hodges back in the game with 4 fouls. Takes it baseline, swing it around to Parker, and goes right through his fingers out of bounds. Right through the wickets, as they used to say. Tough break there for the Raiders. Lucas back in the ball game now as Parker comes out for a rest. Tough break there for 3 Rippers. Boone walks it down. Over to Trace Young. Back to Jay Scrubb. This frantic pace now. Looks like the Volunteers are wanting to slow it down, grind some clock out at 2:41 left. Shot clock at 7. Baseline jumper by Johnson. It's good. Ouch. Raiders did a good job defensively. Got it down to about 6 on the shot clock, but Johnson hits the three-pointer from the baseline in the corner. Makes it 74-59. 15-point deficit now for the Raiders. Swing it out to Fonda. He's going to shoot the 3. It's going to be a little bit flat. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Tough break there for the Raiders. They passed up a shot, and they got to Fonda. Didn't have time to really extend. Ball goes out of bounds. 2:15 left in the ball game. Trace Young with the ball for Johnny Logan. Here's Johnny Logan's going to back it out. Young don't have his. Jeff Rard's 10 feet from him. Now he comes out on him. They're going to make him move it around a little bit. Under 2 minutes now left in the ball game. Scrubb goes with the left hand and slams it home. They kind of spread the floor, kind of lulled them into it, and Scrubb has got a tremendously quick first step right past the defender, and he slams it with the left hand. Makes it 76-59. 1:39 left in the game. Spin move by Raines is off the mark for the Raiders. Ball's tipped around. Sardonis gets the rebound. Quickly down to number 5. He's going to lay it in the glass and score it. Give the points to Eric Boone. 17 points for Boone tonight. Make it 19 points. He's had a game tonight for the Volunteers. Raiders flip it into Jeff Rard. Out to Fonda. Give and go to Lucas. Ball goes out of bounds. Ochai, Shoemaker, and Jay Hines now into the game for the Raiders. Logan's feeling it, folks. Big game for them tonight. Raiders go over there and knock them out of the top 25 in Carterville, Illinois. You knew they was going to be motivated tonight. They have delivered the A game here in the second half. Raiders were up 37-33 at half, and right now it's 78-59. Raiders down by 19 points. Quick inbounds to number 20. He's going to walk it down. That's Isaiah Irvin. Swing it baseline to Scrub. Nifty behind the back pass there. Logan just playing a little four corners. So Johnson's going to shoot another baseline jumper, and he drains another one. Jalen Johnson, the transfer from Murray State, filling it tonight as well. Give him 8 points, 2 big threes here in a row. 81-59, under a minute. Ryan takes it to the basket, shoots, misses. Ochai with the follow-up is no good. Rebound by Trace Young. He dribbles. Swing it to Johnson. Going to try another baseline jumper. That one didn't work. Rebound by Raines. 30 seconds left in the game. Shoemaker with it on the wing. Looking for a pick, didn't get it. Ball gets stolen from him by Trace Young. 18 left on the shot clock. Volunteers content just to pull it out, hold it, bring it out, dribble it, and grind the clock out. And it looks like that's going to be just about it from the Liba Sports Complex. 2 different games. First half, Raiders go up in the locker room, up by 4. Second half looked like a complete different game. All Volunteers. They come out of here with an 81-59 win over the Three Rivers Raiders. So that'll do it from the Liba Sports Complex. Once again, our final score, 81-59. All John A. Logan here in the second half. We still have the post-game show ahead of it, folks. This is going to finish it for the semester as the Raiders now dropped it to a 10-6 record. In our post-game show, we'll have a chance to talk to Coach Gene Bess, and we'll get his reflections on tonight's ball game. We'll talk a little bit about the second semester, maybe reflect here on the first half of basketball. Then we'll have some different bits of information for you as we get ready to start the second semester and start Christmas break right here from the campus of Three Rivers College. So stick around for the postgame show. It's next. Raiders lose this one, 81-59. We'll be back with the postgame show and Coach Gene Bess coming up. This is Raider basketball right here on 97.5 The Storm.
What's wrong, honey?
I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you're only 55.
I know. I took this test online, and it says my heart is 62. Is your heart older than you are? If so, you could be at risk for heart disease. Find out by taking Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center's Heart Risk Assessment. It's fast, free, and online. Visit PoplarBluffHeart.com today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you should take that test too.
At Baldwin Chevrolet, we're pulling out all the stops and closing out the year with a bang. Come see for yourself. We're selling Silverados like this 2019 model that lists for over $50,000 for $39,000. 2020 model Equinox lists from $27,500 down to $22,000. Get employee pricing on almost every vehicle on the lot, plus you get the lifetime warranty. Hurry while the inventory selection is at its best. Find new roads. You'll get your best deal right here at BaldwinChevy.com.
Four meals? Under $4. Every day, there's 4 meals under $4 at your neighborhood steak.
Coach Bess, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay in the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can read lips.
Okay.
And the original
Thank you.
steak double steak burger with cheese and fries. Our steak burgers are made with real steak and seared on a super hot grill, giving them those delicious crispy edges for cooked-to-order meals at an everyday affordable price. Just remember, Steak and Shake Restaurant. Need a new home? Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home? Century 21 American Realty. Need more room for your business? Century 21 American Realty. Buying or selling residential or commercial? Century 21 American Realty is who you need to call at 573-785-2121. This number can get you to your next home. Stop by 1919 Big Ben in Poplar Bluff or call 573-785-2121 for all your real estate needs. Put your trust in Century 21 American Realty for results that move you.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders.
Raiders lose 159. Best, it looked like 2 different ball. Raiders with a 37-33 lead Second half outscored 48-29. Just didn't seem to get in any kind of offensive flow. What's your reflections on the first half versus the second half like that?
It's hard for me to explain. I felt like we beat them over there kind of miraculously.
Yeah.
Hit everything with shot. And then tonight, they played harder than we did. So we're not quite ready for prime time.
Very, very different game than Carterville, Illinois on November 13th. That night, it was a foot on the accelerator up and down that floor. The ball was falling that night. But tonight, it was kind of a gritty first half. Raiders going by 4. And then, second half, it just didn't work. Nothing was falling. We couldn't get the roll on anything.
They're really talented. And they didn't even have their best player. And they played well together, and defensively we've got some work to do. We knew exactly what we needed to do. We needed to get back and guard, and we did a pretty good job first half. We got back and guarded pretty well, and then our guys, when we don't score, when they don't shoot well, they don't play well.
Yep.
And so, that's just that's nature of the beast.
Jace,
you've got to play harder when you're not scoring well. But, that's not the mentality of some of our guys.
Jay Scrubb, uniform number 1, going to Louisville. Coach Brian and I talked about him on the pregame show. He didn't start tonight. Do you know, did you hear of any reason why he didn't get as many minutes tonight as he had before?
He didn't even play, did he?
He played a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they were having some troubles with him, and that probably woke the rest of the guys up because they're a really talented team.
Yeah.
They're really talented.
He didn't play. He played some in the first and some in the second. But, he 38 points the game before. He was someone we were kind of focusing on, and then suddenly didn't play very much at all. Yeah. You finished the first semester with a record of 10-6 on the season. Brutal, tough schedule. Beefed up schedule for sure. Strength of schedule, big time. 10-6 record. We take some time off and we turn around January 4th and go to Mineral Area to take on the Cardinals. Tell us a little bit about what goes on with the Raiders. I know some of these guys get to go home and you'll rebound and get them ready for the second half.
Well, they most of them are leaving, and they need a little break. Easiest thing in the world for me to do would be to point fingers right at this moment, but it's always hard to play a really good team right before you go home on break.
Absolutely.
And I thought maybe we could turn that around and make that a positive, but it was even worse than I thought it might be.
I think the Volunteers were motivated after the big win over there to come over here and sneak away with one. And again, for those listening on the radio, it's like two different games. First half and second half were very different, and that's you brought up a good point.
It's typical basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, on our level, you have 3 or 4 bad possessions and let the other team get on a roll, and you're in trouble. And that's pretty much what we did.
You brought out a great point. When the Raiders seem to shoot better, they seem to play better. And that defensively and the whole 9 yards.
That's kind of the mentality of young people.
Yes.
But we got to change that.
Yep.
We got to find 5 people that'll come out there and play harder when when things aren't going well. If we want to be as good as I think we want to be.
Mm-hmm. We come back from Christmas break, January 4th, go to Mineral Area. MAC is 15-0, ranked 7th in the nation.
Yeah. Well, we've got a tough region.
Yeah.
We've had a tough schedule, but the region is, I think, is best I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Top to bottom.
Here's West Plains. I think they've lost about as many as they've won, but they've played a super schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mineral Area has not played that many really good teams, but they're really good too.
Yeah.
And there's not an easy team in the region, so we're just going to have to find 5 people that can compete and then bring in 2-3 more and maybe narrow our numbers down. Not sure exactly what, but we sure didn't compete well tonight.
We had Mineral Area's number last year. I hope we have their number again this year, too, for sure. Coach Best, thank you for your time. Have a great Christmas break. We'll see you January 4th.
Same to you, Tim.
Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. That is Coach Gene Best breaking it down for us tonight. Raiders lose this one 81-59. We'll break down the stat sheet after this timeout. They're on the postgame show with Raider basketball, and we'll be back right after this. Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak.
I got one more to go. One more timeout.
Over Mesquite Wood. Colton Steakhouse and Grill. It's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton's. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads.
Throw that in the trash can for me. Thank you.
And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Whether our customers are opening a new account or applying for a loan, we continue to provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. I am Tiffany Gossett from Sterling Bank, and on behalf of the employees, directors, and shareholders, we want to thank you, the community, for helping us build a great community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Home Service Oil delivers more to you. If you own a gas station, count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime you need it. We also supply customers with VP racing fuels and oils, aviation gasoline, and much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil business, we know a thing or two about lubricants. Home Service Oil. Service is our middle name. Call today, 573-776-1412. That's 573-776-1412. Or go online at hsoil.com.
At Baldwin Chevrolet, we're pulling out all the stops and closing out the year with a bang. Come see for yourself. We're selling Silverados like this 2019 model that lists for over $50,000 for $39,000. 2020 model Equinox lists from $27,500 down to $22,000. You get employee pricing on almost every vehicle on the lot. Plus, you still get the lifetime warranty. Hurry while the inventory selection is at its best. Find new roads. You'll get your best deal right here at BaldwinChevy.com. Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
We're at the Live Sports Complex finishing up tonight. We'll go down the stat sheet for you real quick. For the John A. Logan Volunteers tonight, Boone with 19 points. Curry off the bench with 16 points was the big story. Jay Scrubb tonight with only 6 points. And we're still trying to find out exactly why he didn't get quite the amount of playing time. He's signed with the University of Louisville, but they played pretty well with him getting limited minutes tonight in the second half. 21 for 33 from the floor. The Vols shot 64%. 3 for 8 from the three-point arc, 3 for 9 from the free throw line, give them 81 points. Off the bench, John A. Logan outscored the Raiders 24-22 in this ballgame. In the second half for the Raiders, 9 for 31 for only 29% from the floor. 1 for 8 from the three-point arc for 13%. 3 for 6 from the free throw line. The scoring for the Raiders, Dominic Hardman with 12 points. Sprinkle with 6 points. Kenyon Hodges with 4. Bram Harris with 0 points tonight. Deontay Raines with 8 points. Jacob Shoemaker, 0 points. Talon Fonda with 10. Mateus Ochai with 2. Willie Lucas, 0. Austin Parker, 0. Jay Hines with 2. The leading scorer tonight for the Raiders was center Lydell Jeffrard with 15 points and 4 rebounds tonight. The first half, Raiders led this one 37-33 as we went to the locker room. Came back out. They were outscored by the Volunteers 48-22 for a final of 81-59. A couple of reminders for you. The Lady Raiders, 10-3 on the season. They will be playing in Memphis December 28, December 29. We'll be webcasting those games. On December 28th, they will be playing Wallace State Community College. December 29, Lewis and Clark Community College. Those games between Christmas and New Year's is a little 2-day tournament down on the campus. They used to call it Shelby State. They're in Memphis. Lady Raiders went down and won 2 games in a tough tournament last year. So keep that in mind. That'll be the remaining basketball of the 2019 calendar year. After that, we jump back on things coming to you January 4th. Doubleheader right here on 97.5. The Raiders, Three Rivers makes the drive up 67 Highway to take on Mineral Area College. Lady Raiders play at 5 p.m. Taking on a Lady Mac team that has already defeated them by 1 point in a game earlier this season. Then the Raiders take on Mineral Area. The Cardinals 15-0, ranked 7th in the nation. Should be a heavyweight battle from Park Hills, January 4th. So we finished the first semester, the Raiders at 10-6, Lady Raiders at 10-3. And we're just getting it cranked up. Region 16 gets in full gear. Took a look at my calendar the other day. January, February, tons of basketball. Lots of Friday and Saturday night, lots of Saturday night doubleheaders. I'm going to be with you on the radio. Here comes the Region 16 folks. Mac, Moberly, State Fair, the Grizzlies. On the ladies' side, Moberly, Mac, Crowder, Jeffco, State Fair. The good stuff is still to come, folks. We've had a great first semester to finish up with a combined record of 20-9 on the season, but there's plenty more to go as the Raiders basketball and the Lady Raiders continue to evolve during the season. A lot of good basketball ahead. I'd like to thank everybody listening tonight on a dreary, soupy, cold, yucky Tuesday night. Glad you were listening. Nice crowd here tonight, but thank you for listening right here on this radio station. Big shout out to the Booster Club and to our sponsors for everything that they do for us in order to bring these games to you. Thanks from everybody with the Fox radio group here in Poplar Bluff, and most of our engineer back in the studio, Corey, who does a great job and keeps me up and rolling in these ball games. So that'll do it one more time. Raiders lose this game 81-59. My name's Tim Hager. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Sub of the Day radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
How about from a meteor?
Hey, Tim, so we'll be back January 4th?
Yep, January 4th. There's 2 games in Memphis I'll be webcasting. But, yeah, January 4th, doubleheader on a Saturday. Girls game followed by the boys game from Mineral Area.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, dude. Good job tonight. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Okay, take care. We'll see you January 4th.
Okay.
All right, have a great Christmas break.
You too.
All right, see you, buddy. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye. Anybody show up for that concert? Did anybody show up?